They are doing it right here at this very track. They are slaughtering horses. The only difference is that they're not eating them. So if horses are so sacred that we think it's horrible to slaughter them, then don't go to this track and don't support horse racing. Don't place bets, don't be in attendance, and don't support this filthy, bloody industry. Where there's money, there's power. There's a lot of money in horse racing, and we need to change that. Horse racing was put on the California ballot in 1933. It was voted in. We need to get someone to put this on the ballot so we can vote it out. The horses have had enough. We have had enough. This is wrong and it has to stop. They say, oh, maybe we won't whip them. Oh, maybe we won't give them Lasix. It doesn't matter. They will still be killed. They will still fall. They will still break their legs. This has to stop. Enough of this cloak and dagger nonsense. Horse racing kills. There's no two ways about it. All right, so we got sorry, it's a busy corner, so I'm thinking we're going to have, Amanda and I will divide forces. She's going to do rodeo on the 6th. I will be here. There will be another demo here on the 6th. One day I would like to make a bunch of headstones and we have a silent vigil on this lawn for all the horses that have been killed here since December 26th. This lawn would make a perfect graveyard for all these poor animals that have been killed for this filthy blood sport. And we need to pay proper homage to them. These animals that were sacrificed so people could place a $2 bet. Horses are magnificent, beautiful creatures. When they run, it is amazing to watch. They are beautiful. There is no denying it. Their muscles, their abilities, their legs, the way they move. Just because something is so beautiful, that in no way means that it is humane. That in no way means it is acceptable or that this is what the horses want. Just because when you're watching them run, it looks so beautiful. There could be nothing more deceiving than horse racing. It looks beautiful, but there is a dark, bloody underbelly, and we are here to represent these animals. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Go, Heather. Just have so much to say. I'm currently working on the rodeo. That's another one of my big projects. The rodeo is another filthy, disgusting so-called sport that uses unwilling participants, many of them horses. So this is another thing that we need to rally behind, is stopping the rodeo. We're working on banning it in LA and then hopefully through the rest of the state. But using animals for so-called sport, using animals for entertainment, this has to stop. We saw ringlings go out of business. SB 313 is going to pass, okay? No more freaking animal circuses in California. It will pass. We will follow suit, just like Hawaii, just like New Jersey. No more animal circuses. Time to evolve. It's 2019, people. So let's stop using animals in entertainment, whether it's for a circus, a rodeo, or horse racing, or Slave World, or Sea World, or whatever you want to call it. It all has to stop. All right. Would anybody else like to speak? It's a democracy. We can take turns.
The horse.
And what do we call you, Mrs. Ed?
We don't care.
She just said, don't race me. I just translated that. She said, love me, don't race me. Just like my shirt says, if you love horses, you can't love them both. You love horses or you love horse racing. It's one or the other. It's time to expose this filthy, bloody, violent industry.
Yes.
When these horses can no longer race, what happens to them? They're sent to auction. A typical career of a racehorse is only 2 years long. 2 years. They run them to the ground. And if they run for those full 2 years and they don't break a leg in the process, they go to auction because now they're considered useless. They can't run anymore. They are disposable. Only when they're making money for the track. That is the only time that they're, well, I wouldn't say cared for, but that's the only time they keep them alive and keep them going, is when they can race and make money. The horse business is very well documented. You can just go online and just Google horse racing, horsing slaughter, horse auctions. These horses go to auction. If they can still stand after their career is over, they go to auction. We had a woman here a couple weeks ago who has rescued many such horses at auction. If nobody purchases these animals as pets, they go to slaughter. former, big shot thoroughbred racing horses are now being sent to slaughter because nobody wants them anymore because they can't run anymore. It's horrifying, and it's hard to place them because they're skittish. They're confined for 23 hours a day. They let them out once a day to run, and then it all comes out in that 1 hour that they're let out. It's disgusting. It's horrifying. This woman that was here a couple weeks ago explained you could pull up their gums and you could see the tattoo number on their gums. Just like other victims that have been tattooed, and I'm not going to go there, but you know what I'm talking about. So these animals get sent to auction, and if nobody purchases them, they go to slaughter in Mexico or Canada. And the transport to either Mexico or Canada is no fun. They have to stand upright. They get banged around in these trucks. These horses are scared to death. They're skittish. They're terrified. A lot of them get injured. A lot of them try to escape. They get banged up and bruised, and they might even break their legs in those transport trucks. And that is the glorious, happy ending for these poor slaves, when they can no longer run and race and be of so-called use to this industry. There was an article I posted on the event page about a mare. She had given birth 9 times, and she had earned $400,000 in her racing heyday. And when she could no longer run and she could no longer give birth and make babies for these scumbags, she was sent to slaughter, and she almost died in the process. And somebody rescued her, thank goodness. Their lives matter. Every single horse here, they matter. They count. They're not a commodity. They're not a hunk of meat. They are living, sentient, feeling, beautiful creatures, and their lives absolutely matter. And we have to put an end to this. We must keep the pressure on. We must keep a presence here every weekend.